All right, so beef liver contains CQ10, and it's particularly helpful for people with inflammation or disease that causes inflammation. We know that all disease starts with inflammation, as well as it starts in the gut from excess yeast, mold, or candida overgrowing inside the gut. And usually that yeast, mold, or candida overgrows because of the excess sugar or glucose that we're putting into our bodies. Remember that fungus can't grow in meat if it's just meat. This is why the ketogenic diet is so effective for children who are epileptic. It gets rid of all the yeast, mold, and candida inside of their gut. Now remember the story of Daniel. He chose not to eat the king's meat. He chose not to eat the king's unclean meat. It's your story. Don't eat the unclean meat, or you will become diseased like the other Babylonians, the other Egyptians, the other Romans, the other Greeks. This is supposed to be a covenant of salt that lasts forever, right? Numbers 18:19, and salt every meal, Leviticus 2:13. Now remember that the world is deficient. Number one deficiency in the world equals copper, because people are not getting enough vitamin A1 retinol from meat, right? So the best way to get vitamin A1 retinol that makes copper bioavailable, which will also fix your iron deficiency, the best way to get it is through beef liver. You can have lamb or goat liver, I guess, if you want to, but it's been shown that beef liver, because the cow has 7 stomachs, grazes all day long, and it can process that grass better than any other animal. So you're probably having skin issues right now because you're not getting the proper amount of copper from vitamin A1 retinol rich products that can only usually come from, most of the time, it's animal products, clean animal products that people are lacking, right? So you can get some of your beta carotene and all that good stuff from your sweet taters, right? Do that once or twice a week. But then you know what you have to do once or twice or 3 times a week? You have to also get you a beef liver meal in too, or just beef. Now, I get that, hey, nobody really likes beef liver because, we're not 85 anymore. So what do? We take the beef liver capsules. All right, we do that 3 to 10 times a day. Right as we wake up, we get that copper back into the body. We allow that electricity, that electrical flow back into the mind, the body, the soul, right? Because we know that everybody's deficient in copper, magnesium, salt, beef liver, and iron. So the iron deficiency will be solved when the copper deficiency is reckoned. Remember that beef liver is the number one source for copper and vitamin A1 retinol basically in the world, next to cod liver oil. That cod liver oil is also going to be a game changer. There's also a link in the bio for the cod liver oil, for the salt, and for the beef liver. I have that link there specifically next to getting the book that has the protocols laid out. Guys, that's basically all you need, at least to get started where you're at right now, or to continue where you're at. Because remember, the number one deficiency in the world equals copper. Fix the copper deficiency, fix the magnesium deficiency. Now remember, according to the true scriptures not written by King James, in the beginning was the Torah, the word, right? So let's go back to the beginning. Oh, we're in the first 5 books. Please don't hang me on that cross. All right, steak. It is a covenant of salt forever. That's what that means. Before the Most High, to you and to your seed with you. And every offering of your grain offering shall you season with salt. Do not suffer the salt of the covenant of your Elohim, right? Because Elohim is singular, Elohim is plural. It's a mistranslation. Remember that the herbs, or the leaves of the trees, will be for the healing of the nations, and there shall be no more, what's that word? Disease. He said he'll put no disease on those who listen and follow. Remember that the instructions, they're already there. They're called the first 5 books. So we have the beef liver capsules, we have the salt, we have the lime. We do that every morning, 3 to 10 times a day. What that's going to do is solve the deficiency that 93+% of all people are suffering from. Now remember, the deficiency also comes from a spiritual deficiency or a lack of faith. Because we've been painted a picture of Torah, the first 5 books of those fake hues over there in the synagogue of Satan, over there in the east. They painted a fake picture, right? And then on top of that, your scribes transgressed my word, Isaiah 43:27, or Isaiah 43:17. Remember that the world is ruled by this natural law, and it creates a positively charged torus field. Because remember, this is natural law, guys. Bereshit was the Torah, right? So this is how we're supposed to live in order to rebuild this temple, in order for this electric city to become electric again. Because remember, the root of all disease comes from a mineral deficiency that causes the inflammation, right? And remember, when we use salt, we activate the GABA. When we go on a carnivore or a paleo diet, we activate the GABA, which already has the gamma molecule, which is responsible for the highest form of thought. All right, so remember, guys, this is a covenant. It doesn't just go away. It's there for a reason, to keep you away from the standard, sad American, look at that, diet, right? You don't want your die to already be cast. So if we listen, he says, we don't have to go to the doctors, because who's our healer, right? What does the book say? What does it say? All right, so anyways, this is how we heal. Except a man be born of the water and the spirit, can't enter into kingdom. Stutter. So anyways, we get back to the salt covenant, and we get back to basically what's already been written. Because remember, the disease is coming from, the fear is coming from this issue. And remember that this covenant is antibacterial, it's antifungal, gets rid of your pain, your inflammation. Now you have to combine low carb and the ketogenic style diet in order to get rid of these critters that are causing the deficiency to begin with. All right, they're eating your GABA, your peace chemical. All right, so follow that book, y'all. This is how it's done. And remember, if there's other people who are healing, but they're not speaking according to this word, we have to sometimes question, why do we listen to these people who are speaking against the word of the Father? We made you guys a book, right? So we can discover the true way to heal again, which is just the path of our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that we've forgotten about. Hey, it's okay. Follow this path, because he doesn't change, and you will be able to change your health once you start to listen again. So check out the book, jacobslink.com. It's 150 plus different pages. Everything's in there. The meal guide, the salt guide, the fasting guide, everything that you need to know on how to heal, because it's called How to Heal, the Bible Health Book. You will do just that. So y'all have a great day. If you can't afford it, let me know.